Todd Chrisley and family are united and standing firm against critics amid legal ordeal. Are we disappointed and are we hurt? Yes, the Chrisley Knows Best star admits of the blowback his famous family has received after he and wife Julie were convicted of bank fraud and tax evasion. The Chrisley family is a united front as Todd and Julie Chrisley deal with the fallout of their bank fraud and tax evasion convictions. During Wednesday's episode of Podcast One's Chrisley Confessions podcast, Todd opened up about how he and his family are working through the legal, financial and human aftermath of their June 7 guilty verdicts. As a family, we are still united and standing firm in our positions and in our faith. We don't waver in our faith, said Todd, 53. Now listen. Are we disappointed? Are we hurt? Yes, but we know that God has a purpose for everything. The Chrisleys have received support from fans amid this tough period, but they have also received negative comments from critics. What's important and what has changed me through this ordeal is that I no longer feel the need to respond to the naysayers, to the people that don't know, to the people who have no idea what the truth is, he said, explaining how he wanted to give credit to those who have stood by the family regardless. It's taken me a long time to get to that point, because when we started in this business, I went and fired back on any person that lied on us or that said something hurtful, or whatever, he continued. And now, I don't feel the need to do that. And I think that's part of what God has given me is, God has given me that inner peace and He's given me the full understanding of, no one needs to believe our truth as long as we know our truth. As long as God knows and we know, that should be all that matters. Continuing to look to the positive side of things, Todd said this situation has strengthened his marriage with Julie, 53. It's drawn us closer together, said Todd as Julie replied, that doesn't always happen. Most of the time, it is the opposite. The longtime couple's lawyer Steve Freiberg told People that Todd and Julie are devastated and disappointed with the verdict and will be pursuing an appeal. Julie and Todd are so grateful for the love and support shown by their family, friends and fans, Freiberg continued. They both remain strong in their faith and will continue the fight until they are vindicated. They have their priorities in order and are currently concentrating on the welfare of their children and Todd's mother, Elizabeth Faye Chrisley. Todd and Julie were convicted of bank fraud and tax evasion on June 7. The two Chrisley Knows Best stars, who could face up to 30 years in prison, are set to be sentenced on October 6. Acknowledged Julie on a previous episode of their podcast, "This is a telling time for us as a family.